Today we want to present case study 1. My group is NURHAZIRAH Izzati, VOUNICA ZIAHMAE and LIYANA NATASHA.
Okay, so first question is find out what is cloud computing with cloud computing type examples. Basically, cloud computing is an on-demand delivery of IT resources, or we can call it as a services over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing, which it means you only have to pay what services you use only. So one of the cloud computing type is Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure is a prime instance of a public cloud. In a public cloud, the cloud provider owns and manages all of the hardware, software, and other supporting infrastructure. Using a web browser, users can get to these services and control their account. Question 2 is describe 5 benefits of cloud computing. Actually, there are a lot of benefits of cloud computing, but here we state 5 benefits, which is reduce IT costs. By using cloud computing, it could make managing and maintaining company IT system less expensive. By utilizing the services of our cloud computing service provider, company can cut expenses by avoiding the need to buy pricey systems and equipment for their company. Second is scalability. The company can swiftly adjust its operations and storage requirements to fit their demands, giving them flexibility as they evolve. The cloud computing service provider can take care of this for customers rather than forcing us to buy and install pricey upgrades yourself. Utilizing the cloud gives us more time to focus on managing their organizations. Number 3 is business continuity. Data and system security is a crucial component of business continuity planning. The data is backed up and secured in a secure and safe location when it is safe in the cloud, regardless of a natural disaster, power outage, or other emergency. Quickly regaining access to our data enables organizations to carry on with business as usual, minimizing any downtime and productivity loss. Last but not least is access to automatic updates. Our service costs may include access to automatic updates for company IT requirements. Depending on the cloud computing service provider they choose, the most recent technology will be continually added to our system. Updated software, as well as improvements to servers and computer processing capacity, will all fall under this category. And lastly is flexibility of work practice. Employees can be more adaptable in their work habits because to cloud computing. For instance, customers can access data when traveling to and from work, at home or while on vacation. In case providing you to have an internet connection, users can quickly and simply connect to the virtual office if they require access to your info when you are in off-site. Question number 3. Explain why Netflix decided to use AWS or Amazon Web Services as its preferred public cloud infrastructure, and what are the services on AWS that Netflix uses. So Netflix decided to use AWS to support its ability to quickly innovate and continuously provide best entertainment. Netflix is able to scale efficiently, operate securely, and satisfy capacity needs anywhere in the world, especially to AWS provision of processing, storage, and infrastructure.
I will present question number 4. Question number 4 is, even large companies such as Netflix choose AWS for its flexibility. Cloud services are still susceptible to risk. Construct a theory on how AWS mitigate the risk. A theory on how AWS mitigate the risk is adopt strategies that provide quick feedback on quality and recovery from modifications that don't produce the desired result. Utilizing this technique reduces the impact of problems brought on by the deployment of improvements. Next, question number 5. Relate how does virtualization work in a cloud computing environment? The virtualization work in a cloud computing environment is cloud service provider can now supply consumers, along with their current physical computer hardware, thanks to virtualization. It is an easy procedure that enables cloud users to manage computer resources cost effectively when the instruction will begin, by only purchasing what they actually need as they require. Question number 6 is associate 5 benefits of virtualization in cloud computing, which is number 1 is flexibility, number 2 data protection, number 3 is security against attacks, number 4 is cost effectiveness, and lastly, better access control.
So I will continue the question number 7. Describe the design concept of Amazon Web Services infrastructure to support cloud computing. First, perform operation as code. Second, make frequent small reversible changes. Third, refine operation procedures frequently. Fourth, anticipate failure. And the last one, learn from all operational failures. Question number 8. Credentials are used to verify user identity and permission to access certain resources. Explain root user credential and IAM user credential in Amazon Web Services. So for the root user, first, root user is ideally the first AWS user that gets created by default when you create your AWS account. For the IAM user, can be created by a root user or IAM user who has a permission to create one. Second, can log in as a root user using the email address and password that you use to create your AWS account. For the IAM user, can log in using your username, password, and your AWS account ID or alias. The third, all the AWS account have a root user, which is one and only one. For the IAM user, doesn't have full access unless explicitly assigned. For the fourth, her root has full access to all the resources in an AWS account. For the IAM user, can use the IAM policy to restrict access of an IAM user. For the last one, for the root user, the only way to restrict permission to root user is by having service control policy and attached to your account. For the IAM user, has no permission. So for the last question, which is number 9, find out how to perform creation of root user and IAM user credential in AWS. So this is for the root user. Firstly, go to the website AWS Educate. Second, just sign in and click root user. So this is for the I am user. First step, AWS login. Step 2, click users. Step 3, set the username and password. Step 4, create a policy. Step 5, create a user. Step 6, save the user credential. That's all from us. Thank you.